to your reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Today we are using the Akashic Tarot, so getting not only into the present, a little of the past, but some of the future as well. So loving these cards. Let's see what's going on here. This is talking about right now having a rebirth. An old phase is passing away and a new phase is beginning. So even though the new beginning has its roots in your deepest histories and your past lives, there may be some labor involved, but it's a labor that bears the fruit. So some tests and trials may be going on, but you can get through this, right? So prepare for the wonderful growth and opportunities that are about to come to you. So if you do feel like the universe is testing you, that does happen a lot when we go through a rebirth, right? Welcome to the new journey. We have the will and wisdom coming out over here, and this is talking about, well, using your mind, right? This card will bring time of enormous power, balance, and expression. And I love that because you have the balance here. So it's really talking about keeping yourself within your will, wisdom, and mind, keeping the powerful 3 within yourself to keep yourself balanced, needing this balance, right? You are working ultimately with the ascended masters who are linked to these energies. So you have a lot of ancestors, a lot of the divine that is surrounding you at this time, which usually does happen again. Here we go with anything that we're doing when it comes to a rebirth, right? The overall higher energies really wanting to surround you a lot, right? Because they're pushing you into this new phase. So if you feel like you're being nudged, you have a lot of vivid dreams, you might be even seeing, dead loved ones standing in corners, or, just feeling a lot of divine energy going on around you. This is very common, very, very common. Okay, so you want to raise your focus on higher power and purpose. And this is why they're here, because they really want to focus on bringing that extra energy to you, right? So that you can have that extra motivation, that extra push towards what it is you truly want. Especially if you guys are manifesting, you're probably going through this, right? We manifest every day, but when we really are on this big manifestation, and this is where I'm really going, this is what I really, really want, and keeping very focused on that, this is when those huge journeys really come, right? And the bigger the manifestation, the bigger the challenges and tests, of course. So you can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptibility in order to make your contribution to the world. So this is awakening that that moon within you, right? That intuition, and yet also pushing you and building that fire underneath you with that sun, right? That creativity, really pushing that willpower, okay? So the crown at the top is actually a very important piece here, though, friends, okay? This golden crown raised high above everything, right? You're likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influence at this time. It is likely to be a phase of great activity, but you can handle it. And a lot of times the crown is also where the tests are coming from. It puts you into certain areas of your life, but remember, it's to better yourself, or you're going to wear the crown, okay? Unlocking the keys to success, finding what it is you need. Take advantage of the time and use these powers well. There are nothing less than the divine forces moving through you so that you can manifest their power into the world as a co-creator. So yes, a lot of manifesting going on, and it could be because of this Queen of Roses. You may be manifesting love. New love into your life, whether you know this person or you don't know this person, or you're calling in a soulmate, however it is, but it's most likely because of this love, the Queen of Roses. If you know that you're not manifesting love, then it is whatever you're super duper passionate about, and you are keeping your own compassion and becoming the Queen of Roses. Okay, that is going to be yourself. That loving connection towards the passions of what I want. Okay. You might even be manifesting a deeper relationship that's meaningful with someone. But whatever it is, it's asking you to be open to the connection. It may be a romantic one, or it might just be a friend, family member, or a coworker that is going to help you in some valuable way. So watch for that. It could be representing a woman in your life stepping into the role of wife or mother at this time, and it's time for the loving energy to be voiced. So take it how it resonates for you. Is it someone stepping in? Is it yourself? Is it yourself and someone else, or are you calling in a love? General readings. But there is some uncovered truths going on over here. And this is why you have to keep your will and wisdom about you, is because you have to uncover the truths that lie within the situation, right? There's always something there. There has to be, right? There has to be something there. If it's not there, then it's too easy, right? Then it's too easy. You've told me everything. Okay? So this is just saying you must recommit and make greater effort now, so that way you can help find the keys. Well, okay. Make these new relationships and your inner works a renewed priority. You may have always been and will always be the most important job you will ever have. Dig in. And this is because things in your life may seem mundane. There may be things that you need to change up a little bit to allow this person into your life. For instance, right, if you want to call in a soulmate and they're the most beautiful person in the world, but they don't smoke, and you smoke, then you know that this person, you know, maybe they're ex-smokers, so they don't want to be around somebody who smells like cigarettes. You know, then you're going to have to ask yourself, these are just examples, okay? You just ask yourself, do I really want this person enough to give up my habit, whatever the habit may be? Because they can't have that. Maybe they're ex-drinkers, and you drink alcohol, and you know that they can't be around alcohol. Am I going to give up my beer, my daily beer, every day to have this person? How much do you want them? That's the test from the universe. How much do you want that? Triple scoop ice cream. How much do you want that? Do you want it bad enough? Because if you don't want it bad enough, you know, I could probably send something else, you know, it won't be as great, you know, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? So there's always going to be these tests and tribulations that you're going to have to dig deep to, in which you're going to have to say, how much do I want this versus that? You know, if they're bringing someone in who has the keys, are you going to listen to them? Are you going to listen because they have the keys? Look, there's a lock here. They hold the key. So are you going to listen to them for their advice, or are you going to go on your own way? Right? So you have to keep yourself balanced within this situation. That's why the balance is here. Balance out the situation. Tell yourself, how much do I want this, but what am I going to sacrifice? Because more than anything, a lot of the tests and tribulations is sacrificing some kind of change, whether it's a routine, a habit, building self-courage. Do I have enough self-courage? Am I going to allow myself, my own self, the self-courage and compassion and self-love enough to change something, to have something else? Because it's a new phase. It's a rebirth. Rebirths want you to change something. Are you going to pass the test, right? What is it that you're going to sacrifice to have something better? Sometimes it's tiny, sometimes it's little, sometimes it's huge. Depends on the situation. If you're dealing with other people, right? Then it could be bigger than, you know, than you wanted. Okay? Reminds me of my uncle and his wife. He stopped smoking. She wanted to be with him, so she stopped smoking because she knew that he didn't want to be with a person who smoked when he just got done stopped smoking. That's why I use that example. Just so you know. It was the first thing that came in my head. And I was like, my uncle, that's what his lady, and she did it because she wanted that, because she seen it as her 9 of cups. Yes, she wanted it so bad, right? And she did do it, you guys. She did. In fact, she got hooked to the gum for a while, but he didn't care about that. That was insufficient. That was nothing. I don't want to see the cigarette butts. I don't want to smell it. I don't, you know what I mean? He started seeing it as a really nasty habit, right? For someone that he wants to be with. Other people who want it, you know, I don't care. I don't hug on you. I don't kiss on you. You know what I mean? You smoke all you want, but you know what I'm saying? So, yes, it's like you want your wish to come true, because the universe is saying, I want your wish to come true. I want you to have the overall satisfaction of what it is you're manifesting. I want you to have the overall advantage. That's funny that the Pisces card could be, he was Pisces. That's so funny. Could be dealing with a Pisces. But yeah, having the overall contentment, finding the emotional balance and contentment within yourself. Because I'm telling you right now, if it's something huge, you're going to want to. It's going to be an uphill battle though, right? Yes, it will be, right? Because you're going to pause and surrender, letting go of that situation. You're going to say, you know, I am going to let go of that situation. Because, you know, I'm going to view it from this point of view. I want the deeper insight, the Uriel, right? The change. I have to release something. I have to sacrifice something. You're right. I have to dig deep. What is the situation that's holding me back from getting the situation? Is not seeing it from what Spirit's saying. Hey, get healthier. You know, when you have the powerful 3 in me, we're going to use the will, the wisdom, and the mind, but you also have the mind, body, and soul. Keeping the mind, body, the mind clean, keeping the body clean, however it is, right? However it is. Whatever it is that's going on within your life. Learning to save money, right? Holding too tight to money and not letting it go. You need to let it go. It's currency, right? Currency means it needs to flow to be able to get more. No greed. Right, so you're going to figure this out. You're going to figure it out. You sit down with your intuition, my friends, with the will and wisdom, you will know exactly what it is, because it'll pop into your head if it already hasn't since I've said this. Right? Since I've said this. So with the Queen of Roses, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is where you're going to nurture yourself. Be practical about the situation. Say, you know what? This is practical. If I want to be with a person who doesn't do such and such a things, I don't want to be, you know, because I wouldn't want somebody to do that. If I just gave up, I mean, put yourself in their shoes, right? View it from a different point of view, guys, right? If you just gave up, you're an ex-alcoholic and you know you can't be around alcohol because, oh my God, if I have a sip, it's all over, right? I definitely don't want to be with somebody who's going to sit down and crack a beer open, because it's going to make me want to drink when I know I'm not supposed to be drinking. I'm not, that's my devil. You know what I mean? That's my devil on my shoulder. I can't have that. So you're definitely not going to want to entertain that. Right? So you would want to put that on, you know what I mean, into your ideas of, well, they don't do that, so I probably shouldn't do that either. So I should probably try to let that go. How much do I want that beautiful, loving person, or do I really want this beer? Because, you know, I can really change a beer, you know, I mean, for tea, you know what I'm saying? However it is. With the balance, yes, the lesser of two evils, there it is. That's exactly what I just said, the lesser of two evils. That's exactly what it is. So you might end up having, when you're trying to balance out the situation within your mind of the lesser of two evils over here, information overload. So just be careful of that. Make sure you keep your mind balanced, right? And you're going to go strong, right? You're going to go strong. You have the Knight of Swords. Once you figure out what this is that's going on and what this test is, you're going to be driven to succeed towards the situation. Your mind is just going to go crazy. Your intuition is going to spark your analytical mind, and you're going to be like, that's it. I've got this, right? How much of a change do I really want? Do I really want my job to do this, or do I really want to do that? Well, I better give up that, because I won't have time to put in the extra time that I need to be financially, you know, on top. You're going to have to work hard, right? So for a lot of you, it's trying one more time, okay? Or the universe giving you an extra chance. you will know if that's, you'll know which one it is. So it's, universe giving you another chance, or is it you saying, I'm just going to try this again, but I'm going to do it different, right? It can be 2 in 1. Because this time you're not going to aimlessly drift around. You're going to actually think about the situation at hand and really get down to being compassionate towards yourself and giving yourself all this self-love and willpower to say, I got this now. Aha, I've got this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And it's going to come with celebration. 3 of Cups. You're going to feel so good about this situation because now you're going to know that this is what it is. You're going to uncover that truth. The truth that keeps holding you back, that keeps causing the delay, that keeps the pause and the pause to why my chariot is not coming in. Surrender, letting go of what no longer serves you that is what it is. Uncover what doesn't serve you and you know what it is. And it might even be the thing for some of you that you knew was the hardest thing in the world. Smoking, not easy. But I mean, literally, it would be like, this is the love of my life. This is my twin flame. This is my soulmate. You know what? They make me, I'm going to have to do it. It's going to be something that is hard to release, something that is hard to change, right? But you're going to feel different about it this time. This time it's going to, you're definitely not going to feel like it was a victimized thing where it's like, but I don't want to do that kind of playing victim, right? Kind of chained to that situation. You're not. Oh, no, you're not. You're going to take it with the Ace of Wands. Come on, guys, take it with the Ace of Wands. It's already in your reading. Do it, right? You're going for this new opportunity. This is a great opportunity. Why would you not want the growth? Having that urge to create, the inspiration, that willpower going through. Remember, you all have free will, though. You do what you want. I know some people will be like, I'd never change for anyone in the world. They'll just have to put up with it. But then you have to ask yourself, was that really what was best for you? I'm not going to give you the answer yes or no. I'm just saying, was that really the best answer for you? You use your intuition. Thank you. You use your intuition. You have your own knowledge. You do what you need to do. I'm just the tarot reader. Don't kill the tarot reader. I just deliver the messages. You take them how you want. Please don't write me messages of, I will never change. I will do what I want. I'm not telling you what to do. I am just delivering the messages. Messenger here. Don't kill the messenger. Okay? I'm just telling you how it is. Ace of Swords from this divine side. Mental clarity and breakthrough. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just giving you mental clarity and breakthroughs. That's it. I'm just your Ace of Swords over here, guys, okay? Because I could already see it. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune, guys. Come on. Come on, you have the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is open for you right now. You have karmic cycles that you can change. You can change out of things that no longer serve you. This is the turning point. If there was a time in your life where you're like, you know what, I really just didn't want to smoke anymore. This would give me a great reason to throw that shit away, right? Take it, right? Because it's unpredictable. But it's fated. It's inevitable for some of you. Fate. Oh, you don't want an inevitable fate though. Well, some of you it is inevitable fate, but you have to figure out the test. It's just going to take longer and longer and longer with the ups and downs to be able to get to where you need to be. But I will tell you one thing. Sometimes we've got to be careful about inevitable fate because you guys know what happens then. Whatever it is you think you're not going to change, the universe will change it for you, depending on the scenario, right? It was like, wait a minute, I didn't manifest that. That just happened. Well, now guess what? You'll get a tower. You will change. The universe is like, you will change. Don't tell me what you'll do. I'll strike this tower down, right? I don't see the tower, though. For most of you, though, I literally didn't see it. It wasn't at the bottom of the deck or nothing. I just looked. It was nowhere near. For the majority of you, it's just your destiny. You put yourself on this destined path. You manifested this, right? And it's coming in. Okay, or or you guys as souls manifested each other, something of this nature, whatever it is you want. But there's definitely going to be ups and downs to the situation. And yes, it is, there's a lot of karmic things that are going on, right? And looking for the long-term view. And it is. It's a lot of perseverance. And it is. It's a lot of hard work. It's hard work to get to our investments. It's hard work to get to our manifestations. It's not always so easy, right? That's why I'm saying more than anything, it's not inevitable. More than anything, it's something you definitely are trying to get to. So therefore, you're going to have to put a little extra elbow grease in to change a few routines, a few things that are going on within your life to be able to get to this Queen of Roses, this Ace of Wands, whatever you're passionate about. But it's all for the good. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love it myself because you're going to, you're going to feel very courageous, very strong, right? Especially being in, today's the last day of the Lion's Gate. So, but then we got the new moon coming up. So whatever you didn't manifest, or you feel like you want to rework or whatever, go ahead and do it tonight, but you've got the new moon again. So you see what I'm saying? So if you felt like you were doing something and you're like, I'm going to need extra help on that, how am I going to do that? Well, you still got today. And then, of course, like I said, you got the new moon, so you can go ahead and start washing those away. Ask for that extra help for whatever needs to be uncovered or answers or stuff, right? You guys got this. Beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. Okay. Yeah, it says you need to choose the new direction. The new direction is that what's uncovered, right? Knowing what it is that you're doing, right? So that you can get that star to you. You can get that Queen of Roses to you. Absolutely. You guys got this. No need to worry. You guys got this. Ask help from others if anything, Meditation brings answers. Okay, remain positive and let go of what no longer serves you so you can have that abundance. Thank you, Spirit. But only if you believe that that's going to actually help you. If you don't believe in any of it, then you know what? Just forget it, right? I'm just going to leave it there. I mean, that's it. There's nothing else, right? The only thing the universe says at the end is trust in the universe and believe in your own manifestations. Okay. Till next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.